President Cyril Ramaphosa's announcement of an eminent persons group has sparked mixed reactions about the phased process that will lead up to the national dialogue. As a prelude, in mid-August, there'll be a national convention that will set the agenda for a new social compact which is meant to represent the diversity of the country.
It will be a representative gathering, bringing together government, political parties, civil society formations, business, labor, traditional leaders, religious leaders, cultural workers, sports organizations, women, youth, community voices, amongst others. Through their various political, social, and other formations, in their workplaces and places of worship, communities, villages, and sites of learning, South Africans will, in the months following the National Convention, be encouraged to be in dialogue to define our nation's path into the future.
After the National Convention, the actual dialogue will take place early next year. But how exactly will this phased process be undertaken over the coming months?
The broad array of people that you see there are intended to help us land the message of a national dialogue across sections of our society, such as we envisaged from the beginning, that it will be an inclusive process. And so those names are a reflection of that. Now, what we look forward to doing over the next short while is, over the next week, consolidating the work of the committees, and then very soon, hopefully in another week or so, we are able to sit down with a thorough briefing to onboard those eminent persons so that they begin to take the message of the national dialogue to the various constituencies.
Scenario Planning Project in Ndlulamiti says representation of all in society, including the unemployed, would be critical in closing the trust deficit between citizens and the ruling elite. If this doesn't happen, the legitimacy of the entire process could come into question.
There are questions of legitimacy, there are questions of representation that still arise. However, it seems like the state-led intervention is still to appoint a steering committee that will drive the process. There could be questions around the location at the NEDLEC, because then representation once again becomes an issue when NEDLEC is concerned. Because, for example, you won't find the informal sector there, the unemployed youth are not sufficiently represented there. Civil society is not represented sufficiently at NEDLEC also.
The Deputy President will lead the Interministerial Committee to coordinate the government's contribution towards the national dialogue. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo in Johannesburg.